Welcome to tonight's video. I want to show y'all all of my Young Living empties that I have so far. I have been a member since my birthday, which was in August, and I actually got my kit at the end of the month, so it took me a few weeks to get it because it was a gift. So these are all of the empties that I have gone through since basically the end of August, beginning of September, and I have 6 empties, and then I have a couple of extras, and one of these really doesn't even count, but all of them are from my premium starter kit, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what these are. First one is my lemon, and I actually peeled the label off because sometimes it's very hard to see exactly how much is left, and there'll usually be a couple of drops even when you can't get them out of the dropper. You'll have to take the plastic dropper out to get to those last few drops. So I went ahead, I took the label off the bottle, cleaned this one up a little bit. I've actually got some oil in here. I don't think you can tell in this video, but I used the empty bottle to make my own blend until I could get some more bottles, and I blended mostly V6 with Peppermint, Panaway, and Valor until I got my Deep Relief, and I probably did between 1/3 and 1/2 of the bottle, and I actually used that up one time, so this is the second time that I've made that, and I haven't used it nearly as much as I got the Panaway, but the first time we did go through about 1/2 a bottle of that blend that I created. The second thing that I ran out of was my Peace and Calming, and this one was really sad. I actually did put a roller fitment on the top of this because I wanted to put it on my feet at night, and I think that's part of the reason why I ran out so quickly is because I was rubbing, a decent amount on each of my feet every single night. So after I did that, probably about a month, I ran out. Very sad, because it's out of stock, and of course I don't know when it's going to be available again. So that was another dilemma I had too, was trying to decide how I was going to replace it. Was I going to get cedar wood or the recommended, I think this is how you say it, Rula Vata, that roll-on. So when I film my November Essential Rewards video, you will actually see how I chose to proceed with that. Alright, the next thing I ran out of was Thieves, and this was actually perfect timing. I ran out right when I got the Wellness Christmas Trio that had the new Thieves in it, and I love Thieves for everything. One of my favorite things to do with Thieves actually is to drop 2 drops on top of my dishwasher tab. And I really have noticed a significant difference. My dishes used to kind of be still wet. Even after a couple of days, if I left them in there, they would be damp and kind of stinky almost. It would make me want to wash them again. So after I did that, they were thoroughly dry, no smell, no nothing, like perfectly clean dishes. So I have made a habit of dropping 2 drops on top of my dishwasher tablet each time I run the dishwasher. And I did purchase a 15 milliliter Thieves in my November Essential Rewards kit because I knew the next 5 milliliter that I have is not going to last too long if I continue to use it, for normal things and the dishwasher. The next thing that I ran out of is Stress Away, and I love Stress Away. I love the way it smells. When I first smelled it, I kind of thought of Christmas because it's got that vanilla in it. Kind of smells a little bit like Christmas to me, which makes it smell delicious. And this one I did put the recommended rollerball on it, and I was rubbing it on my wrist and most of the time on the back of my neck every day as a perfume. Well, working days, Monday through Friday. On the weekends I would take a break and use a regular perfume. But I was using this every day, and this one I started using as soon as I got my kit. I had some stuff going on. I had been out of work for a week, and so I knew I was going to be going back into a busy season, that following week when I returned. So I definitely lathered up on Stress Away that morning, and, I didn't feel as much stress as I thought I was going to. So from then on, I used it every day. And I just ran out of this one probably this week. I could tell, you know, when I was rolling it that barely nothing was coming out. So I knew that was the end, and I did order another one of those. I was kind of hesitant whether or not I wanted to get the 15 milliliter or the roll-on, but I decided that I want the new roll-on when they come out in 2015. I like the looks of those. So I'm going to try to get that newer roll-on in 2015 and get a 15 milliliter now to hold me over until then. Alright, the next one, and this one I actually completely emptied today. I was down to the last couple of drops. Had to take the plastic dropper out and drop out the last 3, 4, 5 drops into my diffuser because I wanted to use that today. And I haven't put the top back on, so Purification, which I absolutely love, and I've already ordered a 15 milliliter of this, so I'll have to open that within the next couple of days. I use this one a lot. Absolutely love the way it smells. And also when my hands were itching, you know, for whatever reason, I would use Purification to kind of calm that, because I tried, I think it was Benadryl or some sort of medication, whatever it is, I don't know, I borrowed it from a friend at work, and I used that and my hands did not stop. They actually continued to itch after that had dried. So I took this to work the next day and put this on my hands when they started itching. And my friend actually, her leg was itching one day underneath her boot. And so I told her, I was like, take this, try it. And she came back and she said, oh my God, it stopped the itching absolutely immediately. And you could see her leg was red where she was scratching for, you know, a couple of minutes. And she was thoroughly impressed with the Purification. So yay for Purification. That's one good reason I love it. And like I've already said, this smell is absolutely amazing. I do love this. Alright, this one doesn't exactly count, but I borrowed a few drops of cedarwood, probably about a third of a bottle, maybe 15, 20 drops or so. I wanted to try it from my Aunt Teresa to see if I was going to use that to replace my Peace and Calming. I do think that cedarwood stinks. I think it smells awful. Of course, I thought that about Peace and Calming when I first tried it, and then I actually got used to the scent, and now I like it. But after a couple of nights of the cedarwood, I still do not like the scent. I wonder if it's because I don't have it in a roller ball, which I can't do with this bottle because this one was ordered from AbundantHealthForYou.com. So this is not a Young Living bottle that I'm reusing, but I did get some cedarwood from her, and I'm not completely out yet, but I am to the point where it is not coming out of the dropper. I'm probably going to have to take out the plastic dropper to use the last probably 5 or 6 drops that are in there. So that one is almost empty. And like I said, you'll have to wait until my November Essential Rewards order comes to find out if I order this again or if I chose to go with the Rula Vata. I think that's how you say it. That was the recommendation for the Peace and Calming that's out of stock. And then I have one other thing that is not necessarily an oil, but I saw on Pinterest that instead of Febreze, you can combine water and lemon and Purification to make your own Febreze. And I just want to say that even though there's some in here, I probably filled it up about halfway the first time, and I have gone through that. So this is a refill. I also did the same thing for Thieves in water. It did not work how I had expected it to. So I ordered some of the Thieves spray that, you know, I can use on my own instead of trying to make it because it didn't work like I had expected to. But this one, oh my goodness, it does smell amazing. Like in the bathroom, the Purification and the lemon together, they just smell so clean and so good. And then also another thing that I absolutely love this for, my trash can underneath the trash bag, for whatever reason, I guess the trash bag leaked, and because it's a trash can, was starting to smell pretty raunchy, and so I used this to cover up the odor because, you know, it's supposed to not only cover, but just completely remove it, like just get rid of it, purify it, kill it, not cover it up. It's supposed to be better than just covering it up. So I sprayed that in my trash can, you know, every time I changed it for about a week, and I absolutely noticed a difference. I totally noticed that there was no odor, no good odor, no bad odor, just no odor at all. Nothing was smelling when I removed my trash can, so I thought that was pretty amazing. deodor did kind of come back, and so I've used it a second time for that reason, and it's working, and I absolutely love that. So it's kind of a habit now that each time, I take out the trash, I'll spray this mix of lemon, water, and purification underneath each trash bag, and then it doesn't get air, so it can't like ventilate to dry itself, but it will dry underneath the bag. It doesn't make a mess. It doesn't like mold like most water probably would do if you left it wet in a in a place where it couldn't get air to dry out. It dries on its own, and it takes care of the odor completely. So very happy with that suggestion that I found on Pinterest. That is all of my empties so far. So 6 bottles, and then 1 spray. I'm almost out of that thief spray that I made. I'm down to the bottom where if you've got it tilted, it won't spray. You have to hold it straight up, which is kind of annoying. So that one is technically empty. So yeah, I am so excited to be on this young living journey. Excited to be using all my everyday oils and some newer oils. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my videos so that you will know when I post my November 2014 Essential Rewards order unboxing video. Thanks again for watching, and have a great night.